non-essential Americans and warned against traveling to the area. Back with us is Democratic Representative Karen Bass. Representative Bass serves on the House Committee on Foreign Affairs. Congresswoman, tell me something. Congress is on a holiday recess right now for the 4th of July. You're the ranking member on a foreign policy committee. What happens if there is a coup in the next few days? I'm asking this curiously. I want to know kind of really what goes on behind the scenes. Will Congress be able to react?
Sure. Well, let me just tell you that it's very frightening to see what's going on. And the thing that's the scariest to me are those numbers. Can you even imagine a protest with 14 million people? That's more than many states combined. And so I think it's very troubling because the military could never take control of that. So in a situation like this, you know, the chair of the Foreign Affairs Committee, Edmund Royce, is from Southern California, and there could be a conference call that's called, but what I would imagine would happen would be as soon as we get back next week, there could be an emergency meeting of the Foreign Affairs Committee. Those are some things that could happen. Typically when a crisis happens also, we get reports from the State Department. We'll get reports with, you know, up-to-date information. Sometimes it'll be in the form of a public hearing. Sometimes it'll be in the form of a classified briefing. But that's typically how we respond to these situations.
And would the President or the White House contact you or the committee chairman, in this case Royce, would they contact you directly? Or is that something that sort of comes through the State Department generally?
Yeah, well, it could be both ways, and it would be through the chairman and also through the ranking member, Elliot Engel. So either one of those members would be contacted. It might be directly from the White House. It might be through the State Department, but I'm sure that they will be in touch with us again because it's very troubling. The other part of it, as you know, is that we do feel confident that our embassy is protected. There's a lot of forces that are on alert nearby, and then also having Americans evacuate as soon as possible or not go to the area.
Exactly. President Obama, before we let you go, Congresswoman Bass, I want to ask you this. He declined to call for the resignation of Morsi. Is this the right move on the president's part?
Well, I do think it's the right move because if the president had called for his resignation, you know, when you have a situation that is chaotic right in the moment, 14 million people on the street, I think the last thing the president would want to do would be to contribute to what could turn into a very violent situation.
Well, Congresswoman Bass, thanks so much for your input. It's a cool job I have. I get to interview my own congresswoman, my own representative in Congress.
Yeah, and I'm proud to be your representative.
All right, and we are proud to have you. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
I do want to dive into